The right wing can't go a week without getting freaked out about something, and they don't need it to actually exist to scare the hell out of them. Did you know that Pop, the Rice Krispies treat mascot, is now transgender? Take a look at this. Headline there from CNN. Kellogg's spokesperson announces Rice Krispie mascot Pop is now a trans woman. Isn't that terrifying? And isn't that fake? That isn't real. Now that of course was being spread on something like 4chan. Like it would take 2 seconds to search to find out whether that was true or not. But people on the right don't care. They like the rush of being infuriated about something like this. And you might think, well, come on, John, why is the Young Turks focusing on this? So somebody on a forum got a little bit worked up about a fake news story. Well, I don't know, I got a couple of reasons that maybe we should care about it. Take a look at this shot from Snopes. This is the shares of it all over social media. All it takes is one weirdo on 4chan photoshopping a CNN headline and it's everywhere. And there is a good chance that over the weekend you're gonna meet up with your family and your uncle or your cousin is gonna bring up the fact that these damn libs have turned Pop trans.
First it was the M&Ms, now it's this. I mean, I think back to the green M&M controversy. It's like they're so bored and so obsessed with like queer and transgender culture.
Yeah.
And our elected officials, the members of Congress, every time someone is on the floor of Congress giving testimony, they're like, what is a woman? And at this point, I think they really wanna know. Like, I think they actually want a good answer. And it's sad that like everyone who's been on the floor of Congress hasn't actually given a good answer. It's not that hard to say, well, like sex is biological, it's the parts you were born with. Gender is how you feel about yourself on a spectrum of feminine to masculine usually. And your sexuality is the people you prefer to be your partners. Very simple. No one has said that on the floor of Congress. So if any members of Congress that have posed the question, what is a woman, are watching, that is what a woman is. But assuming the gender of cartoons that represent corporations, what stage of the demise of a society are we in when this is what they're focusing on with what's going on in the news is happening?
Grant Stinchfield at Newsmax then started talking about whether the leprechaun in Lucky Charms is gay because he wears high-heeled shoes and is cheery. I don't know if he was joking. I just literally don't know if he was joking. He might have been joking, but given that they take this stuff super seriously, he might have been serious. And then I think his co-host was like, well, he's been around a long time. Like, so it's not like a new thing where they turned the leprechaun gay. Maybe he was gay the whole time.
He's fictional.
It's how the cartoons are not actually having sex with anyone. Because they're cartoons.
Well, I mean, look, if you go on certain internet forums, you can see them having sex with people. But I'm saying it's not on the box of cereal that you see it.
It's just because it has rosy cheeks and a ponytail. That's really it. And they're like, this is a woman, in my opinion. Not only that, a transgender woman, very specific. They're just projecting onto these cartoons all of their fears and insecurities. It's insane to watch.
And what kind of a person looks at the Rice Krispies and goes, I wonder about their sexuality. Like, what's wrong with you? But look, I think the biggest point out of this whole story is the right wing doesn't mind lying at all. Like, it's a lie factory. They produce, and now you see us covering it all the time. There's dozens of examples. There is no similar factory on the left wing. Can somebody on the left wing lie from time to time? Of course, they're humans, right? But is there like a meme making factory where they just like on a regular basis create memes that are lies about the Republicans and then send them out? No, there's no equivalent at all. But the Republicans lie as their normal base of operations. That's their modus operandi, okay? And then the other thing about the right wing is they're so gullible. The minute they see this, they're like, that's it, I believe it instantly. Like, for God's sake, like John said, I mean, it's a little strange, don't you think? Maybe do a 2-second Google search. Like, but they don't want to know the truth.
Yeah.
They like these lies. And why? Because they love being victims. That's their favorite thing in the world. So when they talk about victimology and victim complex, it's nothing but projection. They're like, oh my God, war on Christmas. Somebody said happy holidays to me. I'm a victim. And they genuinely believe it. And they're like, oh my God, Rice Krispies Pop is trans. I'm a victim. First of all, how does it even affect you? He's a cartoon. He can't come into your bathroom. He's not going to compete with your daughter in sports. What do you? How does it affect you? I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm going to tell all my family in Thanksgiving. Okay, that's conservatives.
Yeah.
Their favorite hobby by a landslide is crying. Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.